Right, we're in part 4, the final part of the online audio for the TestNav writing SOL practice. Okay, passage number 3, the coconut palm. The coconut palm. Sandra's teacher asked the class to write a report about how a plant can be useful. Sandra decides to write about the coconut palm tree. Question number 17. Sandra reads an online article about the coconut palm tree. Which of these best indicates the article is valid? A. The article contains detailed charts and graphs. B. The article is located on a university website. C. The article is updated frequently by users. Or D. The article includes links to other websites. Question number 18. Directions. Select the note that should be removed. The selected note will be marked with a strike-through line. Before writing her report, Sandra makes these notes about how coconut palm trees are useful. Which note does not belong? Coconut palm trees. Seeds are a popular food source. Leaves are made into roofs for homes. Flowers produce a sweet syrup. Trunks become smoother with age. Husks yield a sturdy fiber. Passage number 3, the coconut palm. The coconut palm. Sandra's teacher asked the class to write a report about how a plant can be useful. Sandra decides to write about the coconut palm tree. The sight of a coconut palm tree makes many people think of tropical beaches and sunny locations. Apart from providing beautiful scenery, these trees are also very useful. Because palm trees are so adaptable, inhabitants of tropical areas have cultivated palm trees for thousands of years. People have written proverbs that describe the many delightful treats and essential materials provided by coconut palms. One of these proverbs says, "If you could count the stars, then you could count all the ways the coconut serves us." Farmers who grow coconut palms in tropical areas have found more than 350 purposes for these trees, while many of the uses involve food. The most recognizable part of the coconut palm is the coconut itself. The white meat lining the inside of the coconut can be mixed into a pie or a cake. The milk produced from squeezing the meat adds sweetness to sauces and beverages. Finally, the water, a clear liquid that pours out of the hollow center of a coconut, is itself a delicious indulgence. In tropical locations such as Puerto Rico, people enjoy coconut water as a drink called coco frio. Islanders chill the coconut and cut a small hole in the top so that they can insert a straw and to sip the cool water. Other parts of the coconut palm tree are equally as useful as the coconut. When the flowers are cut, they produce a sugar-rich liquid that, when boiled, become a syrup, much like maple syrup. Additionally, the brown, thread-like fibers covering the outside of the coconut seed are used to create string and fabric. People weave these fibers into cords, ropes, mats, and rugs. Craftsmen cut coconut shells into containers such as cups, ladles, and bowls. The shells burn easily, a characteristic that makes it a popular source of fuel. Further, the large leaves of the coconut palm serve various purposes. Builders cover the roofs of houses with them, and seamstresses use them to make clothing. For centuries, cultures have valued the coconut palm for its many uses as well as its beauty. By providing the food, drink, clothing, and shelter that it supplies, this remarkable plant helps preserve helps preserve a connection to nature for the residents of tropical areas. Question number 19. Read sentence 3. Because palm trees are so adaptable, inhabitants of tropical areas, have cultivated palm trees for thousands of years. In this sentence, how is "so adaptable, inhabitants of tropical areas, correctly written? A. So adaptable inhabitants, comma, of tropical areas, comma. B, so adaptable, comma, inhabitants of tropical areas, and then no comma. C, so adaptable, inhabitants, comma, of tropical areas. Or D, as it is. Question number 20. Read sentence 7. While many of the uses involve food. How is this sentence best revised? A, many of the uses involving food. B, since many of the uses involve food. C, as many of the uses involving food. D, many of the uses involve food. Question number 21. Directions. Drag the comma into the correct location within the sentence. There may be one or more correct locations. Correctly punctuate sentence 11. All right, so you have a comma, you have several boxes here. You need to drag the comma to whichever box it belongs in. You can just, maybe it only goes in one box, maybe it goes in multiple boxes, okay? Finally, comma, the water box, a clear liquid box that pours out of the hollow center box of a coconut box is itself box a delicious box indulgence. Question number 22. In sentence 13, how is to sip correctly written? So let's go back to the sentence. Islanders chill the coconut and cut a small hole in the top so that they can insert a straw and to sip the cool water. Okay. So what should replace to sip there? A, sipping, B, will sip, C, sip, or D, as it is, leaving it this way. Question number 23. Directions. Select the word that is not correct. Which word is used incorrectly in sentence 15? Okay, so one of these words is not used correctly. One of these words in blue, you need to choose which one. When the flowers are cut, they produce a sugar-rich liquid that, when boiled, become a syrup much like maple syrup. Question number 24. Read sentence 19. The shells burn easily, a characteristic that makes it a popular source of fuel. Which correction should be made to this sentence? A, change easily to easy. B, change makes to made. C, change it to then. Or D, change popular to more popular. Last question, question number 25. Read sentence 23, and then you're going to think about how is this sentence best rewritten to eliminate needlessly repeated information. Okay, by providing the food, drink, clothing, and shelter that it supplies, this remarkable plant helps preserve a connection to nature for the residents of tropical areas. So again, we're thinking about how to best rewrite this to eliminate needlessly repeated information. A, by providing food, drink, clothing, and shelter, this remarkable plant helps preserve a connection to nature for the residents who live in tropical areas. B, by providing food, drink, clothing, and shelter, this remarkable plant that grows helps preserve a connection to nature for the residents of tropical areas. C, by providing food, drink, clothing, and shelter, this remarkable plant helps keep and preserve a connection to nature for the residents who live in tropical areas. Or D, by providing food, drink, clothing, and shelter, this remarkable plant helps preserve a connection to nature for the residents of tropical areas. And that concludes the online audio for the TestNav Writing SOL practice.